Hey, before the video begins, I'd like to inform all of y'all that this video is going to be split up into two segments. One describing the backstory and my inspiration for this prison, and the other segment describing actually the check-in process and all the security protocols and all the actual informational stuff. So if you guys want to skip to actually the security protocols and all that stuff I just said, cut to this timestamp. Okay, I just wanted to let you guys know that before the video started. Alright, thanks. Pandora's Vault. A near inescapable prison with a few flaws. Guardian's Vault starts here. The moment Dream was put in prison, I made my own. It was inadequate. Everyone I put in escaped, but I had worked too hard to stop now, and I wasn't about to stop building prisons here. Around this time, Poseidon's Vault was created. This prison seemed inescapable. The keyword is seemed. This is where I found out about Mithridac. People managed to escape Poseidon's Vault before, but never like this. They were always working with someone on the outside, but Mithridac? He was alone. I saw this as a challenge and began planning. A few weeks later, with the help of the Death Creeper, Sven built Hades' Vault. Again, he built a prison which seemed impossible to escape, and again, Mithridac broke out. Later, I was studying Sven's and Mithridac's methods to construct and escape prisons when I stumbled across a prison called Titan's Vault. My mind was blown. Chunk bans, more kill checks than the previous two prisons, and even more. It was insane. But then, he had escaped the prison that inspired me to start this series. Pandora's Vault. The prison that held Dream himself. Now more than ever was my time to strike. Now we can get into the check-in process. You enter the portal from the outside of the prison. Afterwards, you re-enter it in the nether. Now you've successfully entered the prison. Above the bed is a barrel. You'll be instructed to put all of your items in the barrel so the guard can pick them up. The next step is to set your spawn in the bed. After setting the spawn, to the left of the bed, there's a pressure plate. You'll be instructed by the guard to stand on it, because this is the first kill check. When you step on the pressure plate, the ancient debris in front of you gets pulled down, exposing you to Guardians, just out of reach. The Guardians will then notice and kill you. After you respawn, you'll be pushed by a piston into the crawl position. You are supposed to walk forward until you reach the netherite block, and then turn left until you reach the dead end. You'll then be suffocated to death, so that if you brought any items, they'll be suctioned up to the guard and he will burn them. Also, in case you try to throw any items outside the suffocation pit, the floor will be pulled by pistons and all your items will be dropped into lava. So good luck trying that. Next, you are supposed to redo the exact same thing again, except this time the netherite block will no longer be obstructing your path, so you'll be allowed to walk forward. This time, when you get out of the crawl position, hold W. The guard will flick on and off this lever once. You will now walk forward to check if anyone is invisible. If someone is invisible, the hallway in front of you will open along with its floor. Beneath the floor is lava and hoppers. If nobody is invisible, you will move forward into the next hallway with no complications. Next, you come across a barrel on the ground. You'll be instructed to fill your inventory with 37 hoes to prove that it's empty. You will then wait for the guard to open the next door. The moment he does, you will place all of your hoes in the chest immediately. Then set your spawn in the bed and stand in the corner. The guard will flick the lever and you will be stuck. While waiting, the guard will count the hoes. After counting 37, he will manually kill check you. After respawning, you will be instructed to stand in front of the lava tunnel. The guard will count down from 3 and push the button when he says 1. You head your way across the lava tunnel. This is to ensure that nobody is following you. The guard uses a key card to get to the next room. On the off chance someone is still invisible and with the prisoner, the guard will tell the prisoner to set his spawn. Once he does, he will flick the lever labeled Activate Sand Trap. This will suffocate anybody inside the room and kill check this prisoner simultaneously. After the prisoner respawns, the guard tells him to stand on the netherite block. They push it up with a piston and then they set their spawn on the bed. We need this block here because the bed is out of reach. After they set their spawn, the guard pulls the netherite block down with pistons and burns the prisoner to death with lava. After they respawn, they enter a hallway and then turn left. They are told to set their spawn for the second to last time. The guard pulls a lever and harming 2 arrows lit on fire shoots them to death. They respawn one last time for the final kill check. The guard shoots the prisoner in the head with an arrow, and they respawn in the same hallway where he will then splash him with a fire resistance potion. They swim down this long lava tunnel, and then they are finally one door away from the prisoner. Before they can enter, the guard instructs them to throw an ender pearl into the stasis chamber and instructs them to take another 37 hose from the barrel just to make sure their inventory is clear. After doing all of this, the guard will finally open the door to the prisoner's cell. This cell is superior to all others in every other prison ever made. It has a sufficient light source, a sufficient food source, water at the bottom of the cell so the prisoner can't die, and the thing that makes this cell superior the most? The fact that every single block has an observer facing the back of it. But why is this so important? You see, every other prison, the observers only got detected when the block was being replaced. So, Mithrak could place a block, and then break a block. Wait, no, other way around. He could break a block, then place a block, and then the observers would not notice anything. My prison, however, when you break a block, period, the observers notice it and create an alarm around the cell. This is an example of that said alarm. While writing this script, I realized I was missing something, and I realized I hadn't entered a section about the guards in the guard rooms. All guard rooms are connected by a series of tunnels for fast travel. In every guard room there is a composter with a piston, so the guard may see the prisoner at any point in the prison. If a guard dies, they will respawn with a dispenser where they can instantly shoot up again. The first guard room has a 5-block thick glass wall with water on top of that. If you're wondering why, it's because TNT explosions only have a blast radius of 4 blocks, so the 5 glass plus water makes the guards invulnerable to TNT. This room also contains a redstone lamp, which allows you to see if 2 people are standing on the invisibility tester. The second guard room contains a bunch of labeled letters, but no visual input besides the composters. And the warden room does not contain any real redstone stuff other than... yeah, it doesn't really contain any redstone stuff, actually. All of these things make my prison really secure. But what else about this prison is secure that I didn't mention, or I updated when I recorded this video? For the past 2 months, I've been thinking of every way to break in and out of this prison, and I think it's impossible. I've studied Mithrax, seen Sven's, and Mining Blob's prisons more times than I think I can count. Here are some of the security measures that I've added but didn't mention because I updated the prison after the recordings, or, you know, just the script I couldn't fit them into the script, yada yada yada. There's water in almost every room, so withers can't be summoned. But don't worry, you won't drown. There's a conduit hidden in the prison. I added tunnels throughout the prison so guards can use for easy travel. I added composters so guards can see the prisoner and the visitor. I switched signs out for named paper and item frames because Mithrak was known for escaping using signs in the past. Every room is coarse fruit proof. The prison is surrounded on all sides by observers, so if a block is broken on the outside, they will notice it and trigger a dispenser, which will trigger a command block, which summons a bunch of experience bottles. This will lag everyone in the prison out of the game. Now I know you may be thinking, hey, command blocks are cheating! Listen, the same thing can be achieved with dispensers and XP bottles, but command blocks were easier to turn on and off, so I decided to spare hours upon hours upon hours of my time and just use a command block. If you guys want me to post a video with a prison where I actually use dispensers, I will. But for now, I'll just use the command block. There are 60 Elder Guardians, all with different names, so even if you drink milk, you can't break blocks because the effect will instantly be re-given to you. There are layers of lava and water on the roof, so breaking in from the top isn't an option. All of these are some of the security protocols I added, making it impossible to break in or out of the prison. Here's a list of some of the escape plans that will not work. Sneaking someone in won't work because you need to die to get to the next room half of the time. And the room is coarse fruit proof, so when the invisible person dies, the guard will see the message in chat. Withers won't work because the room is full of water. Then And even if a wither would work, you'd have to fight a wither and guards, and frankly, only Technoblade could pull that off. Sneaking items in won't work. I put hoppers on every bed, and I don't think you could sneak items in past the eco checks. What about throwing items onto blocks that guards can't see and where hoppers aren't? Also not gonna work, because I've wired all those blocks up with pistons, and the guards, whenever you're in a kill check, they'll push a lever and all those blocks will get pulled, dropping any items that would be onto them into lava. Breaking up by hand won't work. You have mining fatigue and your cell is infinitely regenerating. Sneaking out? Also no. The guards are required to compost glitch check the prisoner every 5 minutes. All of these things combined make Guardian's Vault the world's best prison. This is the one Mithridac will not ever be able to escape, even if he tried for a day, a week, a month, a year. He could have all of eternity, but he will never be able to break out alone. In case you're wondering how visitors leave the cell, here's how. When you're ready, simply tell the guard in chat. He activates the Ender Pearl Stasis Chamber, then you are told to walk down a hallway, eat a course fruit, and then that is how you'll exit the prison. Thank you all so much for watching. If you want Mithridac to see this video and attempt to break out of this prison as much as I do, share this video with your friends so that it gets more views. If you enjoyed, comment what you liked about the video, and on your way down there, leave a big fat like, and why not subscribe too? I spent 2 months planning this, and it only takes you 1 second to subscribe. And if you're subscribing, why not ring the notification bell so that you get notified every single time I upload? With your help, I believe I can knock away Mithridac forever. I mean, if you guys want to really help, why not spam him on Twitter? I'm kidding, don't do that. That's a breach of privacy. Unfortunately, that's all for now. As always, peace.